can't handle this.
Yeah.
Everybody should look at my junk.
You're gonna go. That's gonna be awesome. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of JD's Junk.
Booyah!
Welcome back to another episode of the Hedge podcast, everybody.
That's my new channel name.
That's the new channel right there. It's an OnlyFans subscription. You got to pay monthly for JD's Junk. What a way to kick off the episode this week. Thank you guys for joining. I'm Omar, my co-host JD. If this is your first time listening to one of our episodes, this is going to be a great episode for you to listen to because we're kicking it off with JD's Junk, which is great. What's up, man? How's it going?
Dude, it's going. My hands smell like bleach and cleaner.
Yeah.
So as I was telling Omar before we get started here, I own a home, thankfully, and it's vinyl sided, and the back side was like gross, so I couldn't handle it anymore.
You guys have HOAs that like come through and bug you about that kind of stuff?
No, nope.
We have.
So yeah, I was floating in my pool, and I was like, "This is ghetto." So I went down to the hardware store. I'm like, "Yeah, what do you got?" So I've been on a ladder all afternoon, spraying, spray pack, bleach everywhere, all over my eyes. It's great.
They have the stuff that I use is the easy spray, the house cleaner.
Yeah, you get like the wet and forget or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what the problem with that is you have to like I can put it on now that my house is clean. But if I just use that instead, I'd have to put it on like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, so you're saying you actually went out there like washed your house?
Oh, I blasted it.
Yep. Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's sparkly clean now, bro.
I did the exact opposite. I just got back from vacation, so that's why I'm looking nice and tan and glowy, which has been great.
All right, good show. So tell everybody where they can find us, and we'll just call it a night.
Yeah, that's it. What I will tell everybody, though, is that we are brought to you by Hedge, www.cardhedger.com, as well as the Hedge app, which you can download on iOS and Google. Do that right now. I've been using it a lot lately in the videos, and not by design. It's just organically happening, which is great. And it's going to start happening a lot more because you and I have a little bit of a kind of a sponsored event going on with that we are doing in conjunction with the good folks over at Arena Club, which we'll get into in a little bit. You have a video that you just put out with your experience on submitting with them and a couple of little tidbits. I, too, just did another video that we subsequently dropped at the same time, which was totally unplanned. Kind of looking at how I plan on using Arena Club, and JD has exited the building. How I plan on using Arena Club during this kind of project or experiment. You and I have had a lot of conversations about the pros and cons of Arena Club, right? And we've done content about it. You've done some videos on your channel. I've done some videos on my channel. And we were approached by Arena, and they said, hey, we kind of like what you guys are doing, kind of like your guys' thought process. We really would like for you guys to test out some of your theories. And so they gave us some submission credits, and we sent in some cards, and we're going to test out some theories. One of the things that we're trying to really highlight about Arena Club, and there's JD's Junk again. One of the things that we're trying to highlight about Arena Club is this trading piece and their platform, right? So you just did a massive trade, didn't you, on another platform? But you're really onto the trade side, right?
On my card post.
Okay, gotcha.
So let's start there, right? First and foremost, I think I've never I've never been involved in any type of sponsorship or whatever. Someone like enjoys my content enough to say, hey, here's some free grading credits. Let's let's see, let's
try this out for us and let us know what you think.
First and foremost, to the guys over there, thank you for that. So that's really cool. I for one, like, really appreciate that stuff. Like, I'm not a like, you should be sponsoring me and all this other crap kind of thing. Because basically, I'm just a jackass that gets on here and talks cards with you once a week, minus all the other crap we talk all week long.
I know, right?
But like, so that piece was cool. I've been a fan of Arena Club's website and marketplace since the launch. I believe I said this in my video that's live on the channel right now with the 100 card reveal.
Mm-hmm.
I have been watching their grading thing there, their grading reports. Like, I'll find a card that I'm interested in or whatever, and I look at the grading reports. And I have to say, when they first started out, I was like, what in the blue hell is this crap? But what I've noticed over the months here is they've gotten way better at it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you watch my video and listen to me hoot and holler or whatever through the video, I felt out of the 100 cards they graded just now, I'd say 98 were spot on.
Okay, as to what you expected or what you thought it would be, right?
Yep. One was I just totally missed. I don't know, maybe I didn't look at the back, but I picked a variety of cards, and I talk about that in the thing. But and then the other one, I just didn't understand how it got the grade it got, and I'm gonna do a video on my channel about that, so I don't take up time here. Maybe we can talk about it after I do that video, because I got to kind of gather my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
But I'd say 98 out of 100 were right within like where I was thinking.
Yeah.
I thought the process was the reveal that they present to you is
the little animation and
awesome,
stuff,
man.
Yeah,
it's awesome. And and then on my card post, I'm a huge fan of that site. If you're looking for a site to not only buy and sell on, but also trade. And like I've talked about this before, I don't have all the time in the world to go to shows and this, that, and the other thing and bring my cards with me. I honestly don't even really bring cards to a card show because I think it's a pain in the ass. So I don't even bring them. But I like the ability to trade. So last night I made a combined 33 card trade with a dude I've made a couple other trades with. Actually, the guy Mark, who owns the site, great guy.
Shout out to Mark. We've had him on before.
Yep. Great guy. It's a subscription-based model. So you can buy for free, but if you want to list your cards and you want to trade, then it's like $9.99 a month. You can't beat that.
Right.
So
they got. I just looked them up. Right. I looked it up right now. They got some more basketball on here, which I'm happy to see.
Yeah, I've said this. The site is extremely hockey heavy.
It is.
The only way to fix that is for people to listen and go check it out for themselves. Try it out. The guy, message the guy Mark on Instagram at my card post and say, hey, I'm looking. I listened to the Card Hedge podcast. I'm looking to try out your site. He'll work with you. Like, if you can't afford $9.99, he'll hook you up.
Yeah, he'll hook you up for sure.
And try it out. Try it out for a month or two. See what you think. I mean, I think you really got to give something a good 3 months to see if it's like worth it for you.
I agree, man.
And I've legit cycled through inventory with 3 trades that I've made. So I've been very happy. I've made a couple sales, not a lot, because again, there's a lot of hockey people on there right now. But if we can get some more baseball, basketball, football guys on there, that site, same thing with Arena Club. And I looked at Arena. If you go to if you click on showrooms on the homepage there, they've got it's interesting the people they've got displaying showrooms they've got displayed of people. Very familiar names there.
You know what's funny is that I was on there on the video that I did. I was highlighting this Ellie De La Cruz rookie card, Topps Chrome. I mean Bowman Chrome Sapphire, like Bowman's first Sapphire Ellie De La Cruz, and it was
Brian's.
Yeah, it was Brian Lee's card. And here I am telling people like, hey man, like hit this guy up. He might make a deal with you.
Yeah. I was like, no, he ain't.
Yeah, he ain't making a deal on shit. That guy's got he don't need the money. If you want to give him his asking price, he ain't budging.
Yep.
Yeah, but there's
that's my little spiel on all that. So
yeah,
I'm excited, man. I got some nice new cards coming in. I moved a lot of inventory that I had. And I'm really excited to see this little challenge thing and kind of dive into the Arena Club marketplace and see what it's all about.
Yeah, man. And I think that's so again, what I want to make sure that what we're going to do going forward is more than just talking about Arena, right? Because I think you and I have talked about it ad nauseum, and people are probably tired of us talking about it, which there's some merit to that. I understand.
Yeah, I agree.
So what we wanted to do was stop talking about it and kind of be about it a little bit. And it was great to have Arena reach out to us and go, hey guys, we want to give you that opportunity to actually jump on and really get into the mechanics of the marketplace, and start kind of executing some things in the way that you guys want to execute them to really test this thing out. It's one of the things I said in my video. It's like, hey, we're really going to put this thing through the paces, and if it ends up being what we feel it could be, then you're going to see that play out. And if it ends up just completely sucking, then you're going to see that play out as well.
Yeah.
Right. We hold no bias in terms of how the mechanics of this are going to work. We obviously have a business relationship with Arena Club through Card Hedge. I mentioned that in my video as well. And that's no secret. We haven't, we're not trying to keep that a secret. We do provide, you can see it on the website. Powered by Card Hedge, right? All the market data. So I'm excited. You and I are gonna, on a weekly basis, really kind of walk through where we are with our trade ups, what we've done, what we've traded, and get people the opportunity that are listening to kind of chime in and tell us, kind of give us their opinions on how we did with the trades and the trade ups. And then we're gonna be pretty active on. You're already pretty active on Instagram. Posting, what you traded and what you got back and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll do that. But I did make a pickup yesterday, which I'm pretty excited about.
What'd you get?
I got, well, you know what? I was just about to tell you what I got, but you wouldn't know this guy from anything. Orlando Norris rookie card, baby. Let's go.
Who's that?
You have no idea who this kid is, do you? This kid right now, other than Max Verstappen, is the hottest commodity in F1 right now.
Really?
Yeah. The kid's good. He held off on hard tires. Held off Lewis Hamilton on actually I think they were used soft tires. But anyway, the kid ended up showing out completely. He was a beast. Got second place in Silverstone, which is his home track. And Oscar Piastri almost got P3, which was right behind Lewis Hamilton by like a second. I mean, it was insane. Like insane. Yeah. Dude, you have got to get into F1. You're not a car guy though. I guess. Yeah.
I did see that like Las Vegas is spending like $1.5 million to repave like 300 feet or a mile of road or something like that.
They're spending billions.
Yeah.
To bring F1. So anyway, I paid $30 for this card. No, $25.
Go down and it'll tell you.
No,
it won't.
No, this is $20. So this isn't a PSA 10. But this kid's hot right now. He's super hot, and so I also got some other ones that I picked up.
Nice.
I got Sapphire Chrome, his Chrome Sapphire Driver of the Day rookie card. I have SGC 10 Driver of the Day horizontal Sapphire rookie card, and then I posted this one a while back. I picked this one up the other day, which was also the blue Sapphire. Fresh Faces, Formula's freshest I'm pretty excited about that. That's my
nice, bro.
My little Lando Norris pickups. Rumor is that he is in talks with Ferrari, so that's going to be an interesting situation.
I do know who Ferrari is.
You do know who Ferrari is, but in F1, Ferrari used to be royalty.
Now it's Mercedes.
Well, before they got their asses kicked by Mercedes, and then they were second fiddle, and then Red Bull started kicking ass, and so now Red Bull's top of the rung. Followed closely by Aston Martin, which didn't really have a good race last week. And then now, and then it's Mercedes, and then it's Ferrari, but then now this kid is kicking ass with McLaren, so it's badass. Anyway,
nice. Hyundai in there? Is Hyundai in there?
Kia. Kia.
Falling out my Kia.
Funny enough, Red Bull's running Honda motors for now until 2026 when they're going to start running Ford motors, which is going to be interesting. Actually, they're going to be running their own in-house motors that has been designed by Ford. So
yeah,
I'm totally going off the wire here on F1. But anyway,
all right. Listen, you're passionate about it, baby. Let it flow.
Dude, I love this stuff, man. And that's again, like a year maybe into my fandom here. I'm deep in the mix.
It's all right. I love it.
And then it helps that my cousin is the one that got me into it, and it helps that he's like super into it as well. So we're like text messaging all day, listening.
Yeah. Yep.
And I mean, like, I'm into it, dude. I'm like all the rumors and all the, it's like,
man, it's just, you watching F1 on Netflix?
Oh yeah, that's what got me into it. That's what, you know what? If you don't do anything else, I gave hockey a chance, and I'm in. You need to at least watch the Netflix show. Watch the first season of the Netflix show.
All right,
and then you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyway,
I can do that. I can do that for you.
But the cool thing about that is that the acquiring of this Lando Norris rookie card was on Arena. I bought it on Arena. It's a PSA 10 that I bought on Arena, which a lot of people also don't think about, is that Arena also vaults graded cards as well. So PSA, CSG, SGC, Beckett, PSA, all that is on Arena, available for you to wheel and deal on. And
it's all there.
It took a little bit with this guy because it was tough for me because I went into his showroom to try to see if I can entice him with anything for trading. And all he had was F1 and golf cards. And of course, I got nothing. And so I was just like, damn. So ultimately, I had to break down and just make a deal with the guy. Like, I made him an offer on what he had the card listed for. And so I just made him a flat out offer. But I really would have liked to have made a trade. And I've made some trades already for some cards. I got some trade offers out there right now for some Shingun stuff. I got to take a look at your showroom because just a couple of the cards that you showed.
I teased a couple.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
but here's the thing. So, like, we were talking about this the other day about like people like, hey, I got these cards, like you interested in buying them, or it's like,
buying from friends,
like unsolicited. Like, we're gonna talk about that in a second.
Yeah, we are.
But like, everybody needs to understand that Omar is the cheapest SOB on the planet. Like, tight. It's not. It's so. It's like.
Okay, I will concede to that, except when it comes to a card that I absolutely have to have.
Okay.
If it's a card that I absolutely have to have, I will kick and scream, but I will ultimately pay up for it. And
I respect your budget and your like the way you go about it. I wish I could have that self-control. I just don't. Which ultimately keeps me from ever getting like the bigger cards that I want, because I'm always buying $50 and $100 cards, and I'm like, why did I? I mean, I like them, but
now you got to pass on this $400 card that would have been a monster, right?
Yep.
But a lot of that has to do with the fact that you sell a lot as well.
I do,
and I don't. So my budget is like my money. Like, that's my you know what I mean? Like, I earmark a few $100 a month for that. And once that's gone, then that's gone. So I have to be extremely selective about it. Now, if I was selling at the level that like you and Jay, for example, you guys sell quite a bit, and that money is what you guys use to spread around with getting other
Right.
cars. Like you use that money for the car. I don't do a whole lot of selling, and so again,
Right.
plug Arena again. This is another one of the reasons why for people like me who don't really sell a lot, and we have to use discretionary income, right? Which we're not going to earmark a whole lot of it because we're fiscally responsible adults. We have to figure out other means to finagle and finesse things. But yeah,
Yep.
go ahead. Sorry.
Yep. No. So I purposely added some Hakeems to my order, and nice ones.
Yeah.
So
Well, the ones that you
like,
posted were, I was like, because
I
one of them, I'm not going to
knew
tell you which one. One of them.
I knew that's okay. That's okay. But they're all going into a separate showroom called Omar's Bait, and they'll be there. And part of my chronicling of this adventure is going to see just how cheap you are.
How much you can get.
Yep. So I'm not going to price them crazy. I'm going to price them what I think they're worth. And then that'll be that. But anyway, all right, let's talk about that for a minute, because I really think this is a cool kind of topic that I've never really heard anybody talk about before, and that's buying from your friends.
Yeah.
So I brought this up earlier this week, I believe. Damn, my kid is annoying as hell. Can you hear him?
Vaguely. Very, very low.
All right. So I brought this up the other night to Omar and our boy Jay Wilson. And
shout out to Jay Will.
I've bought from numerous buddies, hobby buddies, over the last 3 years, sometimes multiple times. And I know that some of us collect very similar stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But no one's ever bought back from me. And I don't know why I got all butthurt the other night over this, but I was legit butthurt. Like, and I don't know, I was hung up on it for that night, and then I moved on with my life. But like, I don't know. Is there some
you got to do your feelings a little bit about that?
Is there some type of, am I overreacting, you think? Or like, like, so, is there some, like, do you like, if your boy's got a card that that you want, like, why don't you reach out? You know what I mean? Because like, you and I collect very different. So like,
that's the key. So like, the key is and you just said it, right? If you have a card that I want, right? So for me, like, and I'll just tell you from my standpoint, because I've done deals with a bunch of other people where, like, for example, my man Peter out in Australia, we've done a bunch of deals before.
Yeah.
Where he'll just go, man, just look at comps and give me 80%. Okay, cool. Like, I know that that's his deal, right? So if he's got a card that I want, right, and I'm like, hey man, that's $100 comp, he'll be like, man, give me $75. Give me $75 is yours. And I want that card. Okay, so number one, I have to want the card, right?
Yeah.
Here's another thing too. I only buy cards that I want, right? I have I have a hit list in my head of what I'm looking for and the things that I want. Very rarely will I buy a card on a whim, right? I very rarely will buy cards on eBay that I'm not looking for. I don't browse for cards.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
So for me, I'm looking for Şengün right now. I'm looking for Lando Norris. I'm looking for Alex Albon. I always got my eyes peeled for any Olajuwon stuff. I always got my eyes peeled for Penny Hardaway stuff. I always got my eyes peeled for Jordan stuff. The problem with Jordan, Penny, and Olajuwon is that a lot of the cards that I want are outside of my price range.
Yep.
So because of that, I'm not even putting any. I'm not even putting any stock into it. Right. Şengün is still kind of there's some deals to be found there where I can still swing it. I just picked up a card right now on eBay that I think it's going to be a Kurt's Card Care special that I got for cheap, numbered to 25, super short print. Bought it from Hong Kong. Lord knows if it gets here or not. We'll see.
Actually, those usually get there pretty quick.
They do get here pretty quick, and shipping was like only like $8, so it's like, ugh. Anyway, but out of all the cards that you have sent me, that you're like, hey, I got this card that I think you're gonna want. A lot of them I either already have or don't really want them that much.
Yeah,
I'll give you another great example. Alan, shout out to my boy Alan over at Arena, has an autograph Şengün Prism Draft that is a cool card. It's a Şengün card. It's a Şengün auto. It's all of the things that I would look for in buying a card, but it's a Prism Draft. So unless he's going to give me a steal on it, and when I say a steal, I mean like we're talking 30% comps.
Yeah.
Then I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love Alan. That's my boy. But I mean, great. If we could work it out, which we're probably going to end up doing, because part of my submission to Arena was a bunch of Lukas, and I know he's a Luka maniac.
Yeah.
So if we end up making some deals that way, where he can throw it in to sweeten the pot, well then, yeah, that'll sweeten the pot, right? But I've had kind of the similar situation where I have some cards, and some people will go, "Hey, what do you have over there?" And I'm like, "Well, here's what I got. Is there anything that you want?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, I want that. I want that. I want that. I want that." And then we can work out a deal. But a lot of the ones that you have sent me, Olajuwon based, and I've sent you some as well, some Kevin Garnett's and stuff like that I'll find.
That I already have
stuff that, and it's all stuff you already got. Yeah.
Yep. That's different though. Like that's understandable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm with you there, 100%. I guess what I'm talking about is like, you know, for a fact that, like, you know that you got your boys that you know what they collect. So like, even if you're at a show and you were like, "Hey, JD, I know I don't collect baseball, but they got this 90s whatever thing that I remember you talking about, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Send me a pic or whatever. You interested in this?" That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm more talking about like, you got a buddy that collects like almost identical to you.
I got you.
In the same sports, same errors, same teams. And it's like, you get a card and it's very similar. It could be the same damn brand of like whoever player, call it MJ, right?
Yeah.
And then nah. Now I don't ever go out and buy. I don't ever go out and buy with the intention or the thought of, oh, I can sell this to Omar, or I can sell this to Billy, or I don't do that. But what I do is I buy things that I like. That I think in my mind, there's another JD out there somewhere that's likes the same card.
Yeah.
And I have friends that are like JD who love to collect the same crap.
Right.
And it's like, there's never any like, hey, like, you know, like, what do you got? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if someone buys enough from me, like I'll throw them a bone and be like, hey, let me get that Ohtani. Let me get this. You know what I mean? I mean, you've been buying a lot from me, whatever. Same thing on eBay. I've had a guy over the last week and a half buy 35 cards from me. Same guy like for the last like week and a half. I sent him like 3 coupons today. I'm like, there you go, bro. Like, you know, use this discount and knock yourself out.
Yeah. Dig through my stash and
but I don't know. Maybe I overthought it a little bit, but I was butthurt bad the other night.
You think it personal?
Yeah, because it's like I got this card and it was like the individual. You know what?
While you're digging, so another point to that.
Juan Soto patch auto to 50.
Oh wow. Is that a 10-10? That's a double dime?
10 authentic auto.
Okay.
So thick card, PSA 10. You just don't see those. That's
yeah. You don't see that.
But like, it wasn't even like, and I didn't trade for it with the intention of like, you know, like, oh, let me go sell it to my boy or anything like that. But like, I know you're looking for that stuff. So now I'm like, hey, I want that whatever. I got this card to trade. Nah, I'm not interested. What?
It's like, what do you mean you're not interested? Of course you are. We
what?
I know you're interested. What's the real reason?
Right.
So I think that's what you're looking for. You're like, dude, I know this card is in your wheelhouse. I know that I'm asking a fair price for it. Why aren't you buying it?
Same person. I'm talking about the same person. Same person told me he doesn't buy from me, and I called him out on this. And he said we collect too similar, so I can't buy from you. I said, what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that have to do with it?
That should make you more prone to buy from me. And you know me, and I'm like 40 minutes down the road from you.
But you know what though? It might be one of those oddball competition things, which is kind of stupid, right? It's like a PP measuring contest. Like they don't want to have their holy grail be from
yeah.
Who's like a collector, like a competing collector.
Yep.
That's kind of I don't know. But speaking of that, so
Derek Jeter will be at the National Arena Club, just announced on Instagram.
Really?
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna be making some phone calls after this podcast, because I need to get some stuff. All right. Canadian Chris has
Maple. It's Maple Fade now.
Yeah. What did you call him last week?
Maple Fade.
Maple Fade. No. You guys, there was another one that you called him before that. Before you guys settled on Maple Fade, I forgot what it was.
Canadian Chris.
No, Canadian Chris. But then you called him something else. There was something else. It wasn't Maple Fade.
Maple something.
Yeah. Maple something. Anyway. Dude, I was cracking up so hard on that episode. It was so funny. Dude, he's killing it on basketball cards up in Canada.
Yeah, Canada. They don't like hockey.
Yeah, not too hot. I would imagine being the fact that they only have one team for the entire country. Probably has something to do with it, right? As opposed to in the NHL, they got like 5 or 6.
Yeah, like I think 5.
Yeah, 5 or 6, something like that. But dude, he get like raw cards. He gets like
6.
Some amazing cards. 7 NHL teams.
NHL team.
Yeah. So not a whole lot of basketball.
No.
Collecting,
and not a whole lot of baseball. You know, they get the
I would imagine
Blue Jays, and they get the crappy Raptors. So, you know what? I loved the Vince Carter Raptors. I hate the Kyle Lowry Raptors.
Yeah, well, see, I'm a big Country Reeves Raptors. No, that's Grizzlies.
I thought you went to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I'm thinking Grizzlies.
Come on, dog. You're supposed to be a basketball guru. How the hell?
No, who am I thinking about? The big guy on.
Let me start schooling you in hoops.
No. What's his name?
Marcus Camby.
Big. Well, no. Camby was New York Knicks, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he went to Toronto.
But he started New York Knicks.
Yeah.
I had a Camby jersey. I had an old school.
I met Marcus Camby. I got his autograph on a basketball.
What? Really?
Dude is tall. Yeah, I met him when he was playing for UMass.
I can imagine he was like super lanky. I remember. How you doing, sir?
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I saw Yordan Alvarez in the airport, I was like, what is that?
Dude, I never told you this story. So like back in the day when UMass was number 1 in the nation, they were playing in Providence, which is the capital of Rhode Island, for the NCAA tournament. And I had a basketball tournament, a 3-on-3 tournament going on at the same time. And they were like, oh, they're back at the hotel or whatever. So we're at like the Biltmore in downtown Providence, which was like legit across the street from this tournament. So I just took the ball I brought with me, ran over there, dude. I run into a room at the side room off the main lobby. It was Camby, Edgar Padilla, the other guard there, like Carmelo Travieso and Coach Calipari in a room. And me and my boy.
With a basketball, like
I was like this. I was like, hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but Marcus, can I get your autograph? And then can I get your guys' autograph? So I got a ball with those 4 guys.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And were they pretty cool about it?
Yeah, they were great.
That's always good, man. Whenever you run into somebody like that.
I would have loved Lou Rowe's autograph too. Remember Lou Rowe? Come on, dude.
Lou Rowe.
You're killing me.
College basketball, dude. I don't do college basketball.
dude. Oh, anyway, let's move on because that's just unbelievable. That dude Temple Bird is going to be like, oh my God, Omar, how do you not know Lou Rowe? Get me on the podcast.
I know Lou Rowe. Who the hell is Lou Rowe?
Lou Rowe was great college basketball player for UMass.
Okay, yeah.
Call him UMass.
College basketball. I'm not going to worry about college basketball. I don't watch any college basketball.
I get it, man. Don't talk it down like you're some kind of like you're
no. I'm never above it because I'll still put a few bucks on some tournament games. Yeah, for the Final Four and stuff. But what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought there.
That's all right. So
Canadian Chris.
Canadian Chris.
Canadian Chris has some monster cards that I would pay him double what he paid for the cards that he has in the grades that he has them in. And half of the cards I don't even like he's got some really nice Joel Embiid rookie cards that I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You paid how much for that? Yeah. Like, I will triple your money, sir, now.
He sends me and the professor all these pictures of stuff he's buying. So, I just picked up this huge lot for $30. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? So anyway, check out Clear the Mechanism podcast over on my channel for that. The Maple Fade.
You guys are doing such a good job on that podcast, man.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hilarious.
It's
absolutely
good stuff.
Hilarious.
It's a good mix,
Yeah,
it's kind of like you and me. It's kind of like you and me.
It's a good mix of technical stuff. It's a good mix of like data done, like Gertz keeps you guys in line.
Yeah, Gertz. Well, he's a Marine, so you can see that.
That's right. Yeah.
And then, actually, he's no longer a Marine. He left the Marines and he joined like the Girl Scouts or some crap. So, he was done. He was done, and now he's selling mint thins.
Thin mints.
Thin mints. There you go. What did I say? Mint thins. Oops.
Come on, man.
Mint thins. Too much bleach, bro. Too much bleach.
Yeah, you're still high off the bleach. That's what that is.
Yeah, mint thins. Mint thins. JD's junk and mint thins, baby.
There's our title for this podcast. JD's junk and mint things.
Hey, so all right, let's talk about this one. So there was some. This is national time, July. Nationals coming up in a 2 short weeks. Neither one of us are going because we got families and we're poor.
Exactly. That is a very good summary.
But it was announced today on Fanatics via their socials that they are getting into
the card
show type events or card events. The real Jeff Wilson also broke this news live from Japan.
In Japan, konnichiwa.
Yep. Yeah, konnichiwa. So thanks to Jeff for keeping us all abreast of everything going on at Fanatics.
But never want to miss an opportunity for some.
Nope. So what are your thoughts? Because Lou and I had some conversations today on this, and Lou, I kind of had to guide Lou to the promised land a little bit, but once he understood what I was saying, he agreed.
He got it.
So I'm curious to hear your take.
Yeah. Fanatics is continuing to position themselves as what I feel to be good stewards of the hobby for the next 10 years or so. They're playing the long game here, right? I mean, Big Daddy Ruben's got big, deep pockets, deep pockets, deeper than anybody in the game. And that's primarily why he decided to invest so heavily, so aggressively in the way that he's been doing it. I guarantee you that the players associations, the deals that he's worked up with the players associations are extremely lucrative for the players associations. They're extremely lucrative for the respective leagues. And he did so because he knows that this is a long play. Yep. And so take that, right? Take the fact that he bought Topps already. Take the fact that there's already hummings that and there's already buzz that Panini is all but bought out already. We got NBA coming out next year underneath the Topps umbrella. We got them basically killing Whatnot, right? With their live sales thing. And now Oh, the same here, but I mean, because the way that they were doing that was just was basically just wild,
shady
wild
as hell,
west.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
shady as hell.
Yeah, and yeah. Listen, and don't get me wrong. I think breaks have their place within our hobby,
Yep.
but it's just so unregulated and so kind of like I said, wild, wild west, right? I mean, like anybody with an internet connection and you know can start up a break. Anyway, so the but what they're doing with this, and it's not so much that I'm excited of them taking this on, right? As because they're seeing it as a viable way to continue to perpetuate the hobby, which is the shows, right? Like you and I, the early 90s, mid to late 90s shows were huge, right? Like that was like the place to be. And LCSs were the place to be, right? Now everything's taken over by the internet. But what I'm more excited about is the fact that, and this is according to Jeff Wilson, which I've always known him to be correct with this kind of stuff, is that the person that he hired is the same guy who puts on Comic-Con.
Yeah, that's what my people told me.
So it's interesting that like he's not only deciding to take this over, but he's deciding to take it over and like do it right, right?
Yeah, put someone in charge of it.
Put someone in charge of it that is a master, an expert at the execution of card shows, of events, right? And I'm excited to see what that first event's going to be. I'm excited to see the turnout. I'm excited to see what they put on in terms of, you know, in terms of the show itself and attractions and, you know, all the people that they're going to have there. But you got to imagine, you know, I don't know how much social media stuff you follow, but this Michael Rubin 4th of July white party that he put on.
Yeah, I was there.
I mean, like the who's who, right? Of you know, they're basically
you didn't see me with Brady.
I saw you with Jay-Z, but I didn't see you with Brady, so that may be.
Yeah, no, me and Jay-Z, we did a quick little. We hopped on stage.
Yeah.
We did a little duet real quick.
And then that was it. Not even fast enough for the cameras to
catch
it
back to the Black Album, and then you know, I said my piece. I spit my rhymes, and off I went.
Yeah, off into the sunset. Huh?
Yeah, you know.
So I mean, like the connections that man has, the fact that he's going to be the one putting on the shows or in charge of, you know, putting the people in place to put on the shows. I'm excited. I just they're
continuing. We gotta get Mike Rubin on this podcast.
You know, I've already tweeted at him twice, and it's just, you know, falling on deaf ears.
I got his cell.
Okay, well, yeah, definitely hit him up then, because that would be. You know,
well, now that he signed me to a contract
after you jumped off stage, he was like, I gotta wrap this guy up. I gotta lock him down.
Fanatics live. I'm doing the intro and the outro.
That's hilarious.
I'm just gonna do like the Far Side. I'm gonna come and go drop.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. I think it's
from the Beastie Boys.
Yeah, well, we got to be careful because we'll get demonetized for that.
Yep. So let me ask you this though: do you think this? Because all right, hang on. I saw this a lot in comments on the announcement and on other people who posted the announcement and then the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this is going to ruin the shows? And do you think this ends the National?
So does it end the National? I think
Two questions.
That's a good question. Do I think it ends the National? Is the National ran by an association?
I think it's like it's its own entity.
Okay.
It's like its own company.
Okay, but
somebody has that like ownership of the National Sports Card Convention.
Okay, gotcha. But like for example,
he could buy it.
Well, for example, one of the biggest shows that's run on a yearly basis is SEMA.
Dallas?
No, SEMA. Like the cars, like for cars. SEMA is one of the biggest Specialty Equipment Manufacturers Association. It's basically anything.
I remember.
Anything that has to do with anything that goes on a car aftermarket. It's
new trade proposal live.
Oh, is it a good one? Is it a good one?
I don't know. I'll let you know. Keep talking.
Okay. So SEMA is an association that if you are a aftermarket manufacturer of car parts and you make things for cars, then you can join that association. And in joining that association, you know, you can get listed. Clearly, that trade is not any good based on your page.
You
know really, dude? You're gonna have to pull it up. We'll pull it up live right now. I want to see.
All right.
I want to see. Whip. I'm scared to say this because we've been talking about your junk, but whip it out. I want to see.
So it's.
So let me while you're pulling that up, let me finish the thought. So yeah. SEMA is an association that provides some level of value to the people within its, or to the organizations within its association, or the companies that are associated with the association. I don't know if that's the case with national. Maybe somebody in the comments can let us know what the national. I don't know if I don't know. I know it's the National Sports Card Convention because they make a big deal about it, and it's a big show. It's the biggest show of the year. But I don't know if there's any associations, if there's any governing bodies or governing associations that put that on, and then what value do they offer those people that are members of that association? Because if there is no connection there, then yes, this will kill what we know to be the national, and then Fanatics is going to be putting on the national going forward. Now, what was your other question? The other question was,
does it kill the local shows or in the regional shows?
No, I don't think. No, like the Dallas Card Show, for example.
Yeah. So no. I don't either.
I don't think it will. If anything, because it's Fanatics' MO to not necessarily start anything. They don't build anything, right?
They just buy it.
They come and buy it, right? And so if anything, they're going to figure out a way to, interject themselves. Why wouldn't they, right? Like why if you're the owner of the Dallas Card Show, right? And Fanatics approaches you and they say, "Hey, we have this new thing." Like why would you not work with them?
Right.
Because, I mean, there's nothing stopping them, because once again, Daddy Ruben has fat pockets.
Yeah, so I'm with you. Like, I was talking this with Sweet Lou all day today.
Sweet Daddy Lou.
He was originally like, dude, what are you talking about? The shows are not going to die. And I'm like, listen to me. These are going to be like high-end like events.
Yeah,
like that are going to cost some good cash to probably get into.
Mint collective type things.
Yeah, I would say even on another level than that, because you're going to have professional athletes there. And if you have, my guess, I'm just guessing right here, but if you have the opportunity to bump elbows with Tom Brady or Derek Jeter, or somehow Michael Jordan shows up, forget it, I'd die. I'd die. If I was 5 feet from Michael Jordan, I'd
sign me up,
die.
Papa. Sign me up.
Like, I don't even know. I'd probably start crying like those people used to do back in the day from Michael Jackson. I would legit cry.
Passing out.
At 42-year-old man, I would cry. And then he'd bitch slap me, and I'd be like, all right, it's all right, Mike. I want to be like Mike. But anyway, I think this is a really good thing. I think, like you mentioned before, this helps to bring in people that have cash and other professional athletes and artists and whatever else, that, like, what the hell's all this commotion going on? You know what I mean? What's Michael Rubin doing now?
Yeah.
Because he's got street cred. So people are going to follow him.
Yeah.
And those big time athletes and whatever are going to follow him. And I don't know how whatever, but if you do these quarterly type events around the country, around the world, whatever, and you get the opportunity for $150 a day or $200 a day, you're in a room with whoever and buying cards and talking business or whatever it is.
Right.
And, I don't know. I think that's pretty damn cool. And I think that just makes the hobby continue to grow. Now, as far as crushing card shows, nope.
Let's not make a mistake. He's looking to put on the big shows in Singapore. He's looking to put on a big show in London. He's looking to put on a big show in China, in Australia. Like, he's looking to make this thing massive.
He's not going to North Dakota.
He's not after Chantilly.
No.
You see what I'm saying? He's not after the Dallas Card Show. He's not after the Houston Card Show. Like, he's not after that.
Nope.
right?
Nope.
He's
But I
trying to
could
do
see
things.
him being after the national.
Oh, for sure.
100%. I could see that. So
let's take it. You want to pull up that trade or what?
Ready to rock.
Okay, and then we'll wrap up with that because you and I got a little business to take care of here in a little bit. I'm curious. I want to see who's sick because I was just looking through your sheet here.
All right, can you see it?
I can see it. Oh, this is on my card post.
Yes.
And wait a second, dude. Okay, what? Kobe, and LeBron. Kobe rookie,
Bowman Chrome
Kobe rookie, and LeBron Bowman Chrome rookie. Total value of about $1,000. About a titi. Oh, you know what, dude? I just saw that card because right now when you mentioned my card post, I went through and I looked. Remember, I told you I was like, oh, there's some basketball on here now. Yep. I saw your card there, and I was like, oh man, that's a really because that's the only basketball card that you have that's listed.
Yeah, I just traded everything else. I only have 8 cards listed right now because I just traded like.
Yeah. That's right. You did that big massive trade.
Yeah.
So, you want my opinion on this?
Yep.
I wouldn't do it, and I'll tell you why. That SGC 10 on that card is a phenomenal grade.
Yep.
Phenomenal grade. You are not going to see that grade again. That is a starting lineup. That is a starting. I mean, like.
Yeah, out of the package. Ripped out of the package.
I want to show everybody how those came. Like they came in this, right?
Yep.
The chances of this staying gem mint clean
zero
are zilch, right? And the fact that you have that grade not only as a perfect gem mint 10, but you also have it in an SGC gem mint 10, which in my opinion is more accurate. I know we've had that discussion before, but
no, I don't. That card is so like. Do I? Oh, I ripped them all. I bought. Here's the.
Oh, you bought a handful of them, cracked them up. Okay, gotcha.
Figurine.
Yeah.
I bought 6 of those packages with it had the yellow card and the brown card in it.
Yep.
1990. I bought 6 of those off Bobbles, like 2 years ago, for like $150. And I said, dude, do me a favor. Don't send them to me. Rip out the cards and send them into SGC. The Browns, I got the 10, which is a pop 1. I got a 9.5, and I got 2 8.5s or 3 8.5s or something like that. So I sold, and maybe a 9. I don't know. I sold the 8. I sold everything below the 9.5. So I have a 9.5 brown and I have a 10 brown. Impossible, right?
I mean, just a beautiful card, dude.
The yellow ones, I have a 9, which is that card is routinely off center and extremely hard to grade. Both of these cards are extremely hard to grade. 8s, 7s, whatever, are very common. And that card, look at that thing. That thing is perfect. Dude, it's perfect. I'm surprised I didn't get a damn gold label.
It's a gorgeous card, man. And you're $800
in a PSA 10. There's like 40 or 39 or 40 PSA 10s. PSA 10s routinely sell for $1,100 to $1,200. I can't get anybody to buy it at $800.
So let me ask you a question. I'm gonna pick at you for a second.
Yeah.
Why didn't you crack this out and send it to PSA?
Because at the time I was anti-PSA.
Okay.
That's why.
That makes sense. I can respect that.
Yeah.
But you're not anti-PSA now.
I think that was a $12 grade. You know what I mean? It wasn't 18.
Yeah, but they're running a special right now on 90s.
Who is?
PSA.
This card's been graded for like 2 years.
What do you mean?
I have had this card for like 2 years. I just put it up for sale.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I graded this a while ago, years ago.
Oh, actually, you know what? No, my bad. I think they're running the special on 80s. Anything in the 80s. Yeah.
80s. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I graded this a long time ago. Finally took it out and said, you know what? Let me see if I can move this because I have a 9.5, and that one, if you look at that one,
Beautiful.
I don't know how that's not a 10.
Yeah.
But I think if I can sell this card, honestly, I should probably just take it down. But the right buyer is out there that understands this card. Like a couple people have messaged me, like I put it on Facebook. A couple people messaged me like, dude, how the hell did you get a 10 on that card? So like people that know.
Yeah.
Other people look at that and they go, oh, it's just an SGC 10, and they don't get it. You don't, and that's like part of the problem with card grading is like you don't understand all the intricacies of grading. You know what I mean? So like anyway, I don't foresee that very many 10s popping up. If that card reaches a total pop of 50 gem mint copies, I'd be shocked.
Oh yeah, nobody's doing that.
I think it's at 41 between PSA and SGC. I don't think there's any BGS 9.5s.
Yeah, so it's a pop 44 at PSA.
44, okay.
Pop 1 at SGC.
Yep.
Killer card, dude. Absolutely killer card.
So just kind of seeing what kind of, I'm not really interested in taking less. I think 800 is a fair deal, especially at they're $1,100-$1,200 in a PSA 10.
Yeah, bro.
800's a steal.
I'll tell you what. If I had,
there's no way in hell that doesn't get a PSA 10.
If I had $800 to spend, I'd buy this card from you.
Yeah, I know you would. But I wouldn't sell it to you
in a heartbeat. You said you wouldn't sell it to?
No,
just to spite me.
Yep.
Like no. Buy this Hakeem Olajuwon first that I've been trying to sell you.
Yeah.
Buy this first, and then we can talk.
Damn it! Buy this one, and then
you're like a Rolex authorized dealer. You know the deal with those guys right now.
No. I like I said again. If I didn't have the 9.5, I wouldn't put this. I wouldn't entertain selling this one.
Yeah.
But my thought process here is this too. If I sell this SGC 10 for 800. It makes the 9.5 more valuable.
Yeah, come up. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, anyways,
good stuff.
That's how I think. Little insight to JD's brain.
There you go. A little peek into his noggin.
Yep.
Oh man. All right. Well, I think we'll wrap it up with that, man. That was good. We'll end on that. Thank you guys, everybody, for watching. As always, we really, really, really appreciate y'all. All the continued support and love you guys are always showing us in the comment section. There's a lot in this episode for you guys to comment under. Remember, all the links for Card Hedge are down below. All the links for Arena Club are down below if you guys want to take a stab at that. Final words, Bubba?
No, like, I guess my final words would be, keep an open mind, so much of collecting is being open to different things, right? And I think with technology, you're just going to continue to see things continue to evolve. And honestly, like I think it's great. I'm all for it. So and anything I can do to get off of eBay, the better.
Yeah, so, I agree.
And I think everybody bitches about eBay.
Yeah, that's another angle that we're not talking about.
Yep. Everybody complains about eBay. But then when it's time to get off of it, they're like, that site sucks.
Yeah.
People
are going to complain, man. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We appreciate you guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a review. All the podcast episodes should be up on your podcast apps now. I got that fixed and uploaded, so we should be all good to go.
Nice.
So if you've been listening on audio, you should be able to go catch all the missed episodes for the last couple weeks. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you guys on the next episode. Love y'all. Peace.